It'll come up. I just
Okay. I think it's live at Mark II Design. It's
yeah,
not
it's on
live
Mark
at
II Design,
G.I.JOE
no,
3D printing.
Right. Man, we got to get our shit together, guys.
We're 68 episodes in. Our moms will forgive us.
Do we need to change the channel really quick, Mark?
No,
it looks like it's starting.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why the viewership just jumped up because I started it on YouTube.
Okay.
Sweet.
I think.
Okay, good. It looks like we're live. All right. And yeah, all right. Everything is working. Amazing. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining from our previously scheduled programming. We interrupt this message. All right.
Artwann, are you drinking Baja Blast from Taco Bell?
Yes, sir.
First thing in the morning?
I'm trying to wake up, bro. I had games.
Did you have it stashed in the fridge for yourself?
I had it stashed, yeah.
Okay.
So you didn't run to the border this morning?
No, not this morning. I just rolled out of bed. So
coincidentally, I did make breakfast burritos for the family this morning.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'd like some of that.
Oh, this is also our post Valentine's Day edition. So that's good.
Yeah, I mean, that we're all still here. It must have went well for everybody.
Good point. Yeah,
Valentine's Day is my wife's birthday, so
no way.
I don't fool around.
So you got the double around.
There you go.
Oh, but the big question mark is: do you separate them as two different things?
Yes.
Okay. Good call.
Oh yeah. Now, back in the day when the kids were little, what I would do is I would get Valentine's cards and birthday cards from everyone, and I would start with giving her a birthday card or Valentine card from me, and that would have instructions on it, like where to find the next card in the house, so she could take the little kids, and it became a thing. So
wow,
go through the whole house, there, and then Mark, at the end would be some crappy gift. Yeah, the gift wasn't the important part; it was the journey.
The journey.
Yeah.
The hunt. All right, guys. We got a lot to try to get into today. So what are we doing?
All right, I'm going to share screen and jump over to. Cool. Does that look right?
Yes,
it looks right.
Yeah. Oh, we see it. Yep. And so one of the things that we're doing this week that we didn't do last week is Mark is sharing his entire screen. So hopefully we'll get to see all the clicks that he's doing along the way and get a better representation of how he's building this. So, all right, Son of a Crayon Slayers on. Get your learning hats on, everybody. I'm going to be we're all going to be moderating the chat. So if you have any questions or whatever, please just go ahead and put them in. We want to hear. We want to get your ideas and questions and those kind of things. So, all right, Mark, take it away, bud.
Yeah, Mark's going to be working, and hopefully we got a big chunk done last time, but we're trying to get even further this time. So let's get moving.
So noticing a couple. Let me get the camera. Yeah, there's so much detail missing from this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all that side panel action that I've been just working on right now, it's not there, and I'm noticing like this is way too far forward. So I'm just gonna move this back real quick. It's just not right.
Okay. Oh, good. We are seeing everything. And all the little pop-ups.
Yeah, all the little.
We are good.
Look at that.
It's almost like we're professionals or something.
Yeah, just gotta have the right hardware, the right equipment for the job.
Something's gonna let me get away with it. Maybe now. Yeah, I did like that. if I can find
Yeah,
this.
this is one of those vehicles that I never really played around with. Like, I think I might have one boxed or something like that.
All right, you know, I've got to have it in my hand too, so I'm gonna go and grab my thing too. Right.
Yep.
I think I. Oh yeah, I left it right here on the shelf. Easy to get to.
You know, it really is a good vehicle.
I recall grabbing one at Joe Fest loose, but I can't figure out where that bin is with mine in there.
Okay. Yeah, mine was, I actually got this one when I was a kid.
Really?
Of all places, Eckerd Drugstore.
Nice.
Wow.
It was one
Shout
of
out
those
to Eckerd
things,
Drugs.
you know, usually we
Eckerd's
would.
gone, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Eckerd they've been gone for 30 years or so. And I remember, because we used to go to we had Toys R Us's around here, Lionel Play World. And you know what, that thrill as a kid when you would see the first new vehicle of a line of the year? And you're like, I've got to get that because it's going to have the brochure in it that shows me everything else that's coming out.
yeah.
That was that year. And out of nowhere, it showed up at Eckerd Drug. I even saw it when I remember as a kid seeing it on the shelf. I didn't think it was real. I thought it was like, you know, the Core or some non-G.I. Joe brand.
You thought it was a knockoff?
I thought it was a knockoff. I thought it was, you know, I saw it because it looked so different than anything that G.I. Joe had done before. And then I saw it on the box and I was like, oh, what's that goofy looking thing? And then I saw that it was actually G.I. Joe. And I was like, holy cow.
Now, at the time that they came out with this,
Yeah.
were tilt rotors a thing in the real world?
Tilt
Had the
rotors
Osprey
probably go
or
all the way back to the 50s.
They do?
Like
Okay.
like this big kind of chunky tilt rotor. But I think it was more like sci-fi and early, if you're thinking like early prototypes, and when you always see the Cold War stuff that they were coming up with. I don't believe the Osprey was a thing, or at least it wasn't.
The Osprey was
announced.
definitely not a thing yet.
Yeah. They may have been working on it at the time, but it was definitely not common.
If my military channel watching memory serves me correct, like they had been working on the Osprey for a long time, and they had to wait for the software to catch up because it was very unstable or something like that, and they really couldn't get it right until all the software, hardware kind of stuff was able to catch up technology-wise to make it a stable aircraft, right?
I'm going to think that most people will say that they never got it right because that thing is...
It's pretty much there now.
You think so? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, we had them. I was on the first ship that brought them out to have them qualify for landing at sea.
Okay.
And this is after the trials. This is not trials, but qualification. And so all the bugs are pretty much fixed at that point. But like, you know, when they were still coming, like we were hearing the horror stories about them just sitting on the flight deck and then flipping over.
Yeah.
All right, so Mark, you're still working on that front turret area.
Yeah.
So to answer the question, I'm looking at a picture of kind of this combination thing that could very easily be a Fang 2. It looks like the love child of a biplane and a bubble copter. And it's from 1956.
Oh, there you go. So the concepts have been around.
Yep. I also found something that I think I may have to make at some point. It's pretty badass. It is a prop plane that launched itself vertically using the prop for lift. Like it'd shoot up like a rocket and then it would level out and basically be a prop plane.
Okay, Grill 3X in the chat.
You're not talking about like a grasshopper though, right?
No, this is called a Lockheed XFV-1 Salmon from the 50s.
Grill 3X says it's an XV-15 experimental
tilt rotor.
Tilt rotor, 1980.
Nice.
Tilt
Oh,
rotate.
absolutely. Yep. Wow. That is right on. Yeah, it's so funny to see how much inspiration the original G.I. Joe designers got from, X series aircraft and things like that that never saw public light, but apparently, they were either really big on reading popular mechanics at the time, or they got inspiration. Like the Conquest was a real plane or a real concept plane.
Yeah, Russian though, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the swept wing canard built. Yep.
Yep.
All right, Mark, talk to us.
I'm just trying to make things match up. I'm running into that issue where I'm trying to rush because I don't want to do this forever, and which means taking kind of less measurements.
Yeah, so on the
but the,
toy, it looks like
the blueprints are just these blueprints in particular are really not good. They're pretty bad.
They were basically there for sticker placement.
Yeah.
At least
so on the toy, it looks like where that what do you call it? The cone shape that comes down, and then your flat pieces that come in to make the connector to the gun itself. Those, while they're straight pieces on the to make the connection to the cone, they're beveled in.
Yeah.
So here's a trick. This one's kind of important. So we've got this round shape here, right?
Yeah.
And this one right here, I want it should hit center, right? And if I try to just draw it on the side, it's never going to land in the center. So we'll select that face, and we draw it like this.
And let that be the plane.
And then I can just grab it, do that, and then we'll manipulate it from here. I'm just gonna make sure.
Oh, I see.
Body, not So
Good morning, Paul.
Hey, is GI Customs in the chat?
Haven't seen him yet.
No,
not yet.
If he is, he hasn't said hello.
So he did a thing last night. He does a Saturday night stream, and I was down here working last night, and so like a lot of times I'll see who's on, and I'll just put on people's streams as kind of something to listen to while I'm working.
Yeah.
And so he did a Valentine's stream, and he had his wife on with him, and it was kind of cute. And and that doesn't look right at all, does it? No.
I don't know if my wife would come and join us. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Morning, Shane, you're going to have to start slow. You're going to have to bring her to start her fresh with Toylanta.
Yeah.
Then introduce her to Joe Lanta, and then to Joe Fest, and by then she'll probably either love us or hate us. Probably later.
Michael, it's funny that you mentioned that, because I'm going to broach the idea of her coming down to Augusta. I am.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. You guys have seen my 7-year-old following me around. He loves it. He's cool with it. But yeah, I'm gonna see. Might not go over.
Anywho, I gotta finish my story.
Oh, sorry, GI Customs.
Yeah, so they were talking, and like, because he's only kind of gotten back into Joe, in the last like year and change, right? And we had him on, we talked about it. And since it's happened, like his wife has started getting like Sesame Street figures, I guess, are a thing.
Yep.
And I'm trying to get this just right. Close enough. So they're talking about toys, talking about figures, talking about things that are coming out, and they mentioned something about female figures in the G.I.JOE line, and she says like, why don't they just make more of the female characters? And long story short, he says it's because they're peg warmers. She got super offended. She's like, that is incredibly offensive. and he didn't catch the way she took it.
Oh,
So he just, and I got in the chat. I'm like, I've never taken it the way she's taking it. Like, it's not just female characters that can be peg warmers. It's
yeah.
Figures.
Yeah, you have to have the background to I could definitely.
You see what I'm saying?
Right? Yeah,
I never even thought of it that way.
Yeah.
Nope, never.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's hopefully he was able to recover from that because.
Well, I think I saved the day on that one. That's why I was hoping he was here.
Yeah.
I'm told.
Maybe that's why he's not here, Mark.
Maybe he's out of the game, folks.
It didn't go. Valentine's didn't go so well.
Yeah. It's time for true confessions from Shane here.
Right.
The Baroness might have been one of my first toy crushes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're not alone. Like, have you seen my arm?
Yeah. I've seen a lot of fan art too since I've gotten back into collecting Joes now.
Yeah,
which was not a thing back in the 80s, I guess.
Yeah, I've always kind of had a problem with that with the Baroness. Yeah, but not. Obviously, I get it. It's the thing is that is the one character that you would not want to ever do that with because she would absolutely destroy you. That's why you see like, oh, it's you'll see people and it's like, oh, well, this is Cobra propaganda posters and they've got Baroness on the side of the Rattler. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure as a character she would absolutely destroy anybody but Destro that treated her in such a fashion. And even then, Destro would probably be, in the doghouse of the castle.
We don't always choose the ones that we fall in love with, Michael.
That's true. But that's what I always find funny when they use her for like, oh, well, this is pinup art that would supposedly be around the Cobra base. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure as soon as she would see that, heads would be rolling. Speaking of female characters, did you see that they finally did a Dawn Moreno?
Okay.
Well, you're saying finally, but like in the grand scheme of things, she's very new.
Very new. Yeah. A lot of people don't know about it, so.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I think it's already available for pre-order.
That's what really surprised me, how quickly that one made it to pre-order. But I think they may have done that to tie in with Valentine's Day.
It's like up on Pulse right now?
Yeah. It's
Amazon. I pre-ordered from Amazon.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I need to get my stuff together.
I think they wanted to do something for Toy Fair, or is it Toy Fair in New York?
Yeah.
Because they actually had Larry. They introduced the figure by giving it to Larry on a podcast, and they, because it's kind of the black and the red. I think they kind of hinted that it's more like a Valentine's Day figure. You know how they do Valentine's Day figure, Star Wars, and all those kind of. And I hope G.I. Joe never gets to that point. Those figures.
They'll do like those. They're always ugly too, like those Christmas figures they do.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand what kind of market is out there for those. Unless it falls under for the toy collector that has everything.
Something like that. Yep. That just needs one more thing to chase.
Yeah.
All right, Mark, what are you doing now? I love the splines or whatever that and how you did that and put them all around.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. It's just so ugly down here. I'm trying to clean it up, and it's there's actually a surprising amount of detail on the bottom of this thing.
Yeah, so there's all the hoses and stuff. on the bottom of it.
But it's I want it to all be just nice and clean,
Right.
and that'll help it just print up nice and clean later. But when I merge it, all these little faces that you can see should go away. But right now, I'm trying to get rid of this little. You can see that little face poking
Yeah.
out.
Okay, so here's something cool that showed up in the chat. Grell said, look up the Rutan Veravigan.
Veravigan.
Yep.
That just rolls off the tongue.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
But his point was try to guess what vehicle it inspired.
Okay. I'm looking it up.
I'm curious if it's going to be
The Firebat, maybe?
That's my guess. That looks exactly like a Firebat.
All right, so now somebody put that up on the screen.
All right.
I gotta stop.
Whoa.
I know.
Oh, I missed it.
It was Infinity thing too.
All right, I'll put it up on my screen here. Let's see.
You ever wake up with that song in your head?
Nope.
Nope.
No,
Not yet.
Chase you when you wake up.
Yeah, I got it here. Maybe. Here we go.
Oh, yeah,
Am I sharing my screen?
I got mine shared.
It was up.
Okay.
It was up.
All right, go ahead.
That's certainly a Firebat.
Yeah, it's pretty Firebat-esque. Two-seater though.
Yep. Oh, well,
Two-seater.
there's your next project, Mark. Two-seater Firebat to go with your two-seater Shark.
No, there's a guy in the group doing a nice Firebat right now, and it's
Yep.
like, damn it, I still really want to do one of those. All right, let me go back to.
So interesting. The just reading up a little about that. That was a home-built aircraft, primarily wood. Okay.
It made its way into G.I.JOE.
Yep. That's when Cobra outsourced from Mars.
Oh, so Grail 3X is the one that's doing that. He's doing the Firebat.
Keep it up. Post some more pictures, buddy.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it's looking good.
And we were discussing possibly doing another show and tell episode. So this is kind of going out for anybody in the general audience who's working on something that they would like to, potentially showcase with a small segment on an upcoming podcast episode. We'd love to, kind of have you on, showcase what you're working on, tell how you built it. Just some stories behind it, why you decided to do it, what's different, what's the same. Those kind of things.
If you've got a Patreon or a Etsy store or a website,
and promote yourself for sure. Yeah,
come in and plug away.
I mean, again, one of the principles behind the podcast here is to kind of help out the community in a lot of different ways. So, to get your name out, to get your skills out there, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so Vegeta made a good comment of, with the newest Dino, I can see options for custom armor bits to coincide with some of the Jurassic Park properties. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I am curious if that is a brand new dinosaur or if they were able to utilize something that already existed.
It seems like even though if Hasbro's made dinosaurs for other brands, at this point in the game, very rarely will they cross kind of cross brands with molds. It just doesn't seem to happen.
Yeah, I know I believe I have heard that contractually they cannot cross brands if it's Marvel or if it's Star Wars.
Okay.
You would think that Hasbro would have it in their contracts to where they could reuse different resources between them, but it's strange. I mean, what I find really odd is how all in they're going on the animals.
People like them.
That's true, but I mean, like the Snake Eyes polar bear, we may never see that polar bear again, and that is a huge amount of tooling. And it's not like people are army building polar bears.
It might be.
Yeah,
Somebody might.
That's true.
That's an itch someone is going to scratch there, Michael.
Somebody might be doing it.
I believe at some point we're going to see that same mold used as a brown bear for Adventure Team, because that's coming. That's got to come at some point.
Adventure Team?
Yeah, basically make the whole G.I. Joe 1960s adventure type line, where they weren't fighting an enemy, they were fighting, the giant snake in the tomb or the
fighting
octopus.
boredom.
Fighting boredom.
Fighting boredom.
We'll find something to do even if there's nothing. We'll fight animals also.
Take that, PETA.
I'm just thinking of the waste of the public money for that for that group.
Yeah.
Why are we funding this again?
They were just a whole bunch of retirees. They were covering their own funds.
All right, so now you're starting with the gun attachment, right?
Yeah, like where the gun's going to attach.
Okay.
All right. So it's going to be okay. So the gun just has a clippy clip on it, and then and then that just pops on. So this is going to be what I really am interested in seeing. Mark, I feel like your bread and butter, your moneymaker design element are really the guns. I know that you have designed many in your career here, in your short span career. So I want to see how you take on the guns and how quickly you can whip this one up.
Yeah, I still want to get this piece finished first.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. So I'm not sure how to. Yeah, I guess I am sure how. Hold on. So this round piece at the bottom isn't flat. About halfway, it's flat on this left half, and then over here
it curves in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we are gonna just do a bunch of splitting using these faces, because Mike taught me how to do that.
Yeah, and it's not quite a curve. It's not a rounded curve. It just kind of bevels in, and then there is a ridge on it.
It sucks. We're on the bottom, and in the work plane here, the light source is at the top. So, like when you're working from the top, it's kind of nice and clean and easy. But when you're on the bottom, you end up with a lot of dark shadows and stuff. It's kind of annoying.
So you split the face so you can work with just the half.
Well, so I can do this draft I'm about to do.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab here, grab this.
All right. So Vegeta says the recent Marvel Apocalypse had some of Scrap Iron's blast effects.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, let them have those, because those are terrible.
I knew it was coming.
Man, I cannot stand those things, and they keep throwing them. I mean, if they're causing like if they ever come back and say, well, the Stinger had to cost that much. Oh, we found the guy we found the person that is armored building bear. Awesome.
So explain this, Vegeta. Like, was it about the bears or was it about the figure or what?
See, this is why you always want to round stuff last. Now I'm stuck with this fucking nonsense. We're gonna have to find this if we can. So this is where, like, if the timeline functioned better, it'd be great. I wanna go back and just delete this feature, this fillet. But this combine right here comes closer in the timeline. And I'm lucky because it just happens to be right there. I found it. But if I grab it here, the little highlight is above the combine, not above the fillet.
Yeah.
Let's see if this works.
I turned off our faces for a few minutes, guys, so we could see the whole screen, what you're doing down there.
Oh, I thought you were turning off our faces so we could get prepared for the picture of the army of bears.
I hate you. Alright, let's see if I can get this right. Hopefully I can make all this kind of come together. This is that workflow thing. I knew I was kind of rushing and doing things sooner than I should have. What can we do? We can cut it. What is it? Like 3D design, it's all about problem solving. How do I outthink the software?
Hey, GI Customs.
There he is.
So
hey, there he is.
Joined in, Mark.
GI Customs, what's up, dude?
Mark was just telling us about how he joined your show last night and this very special Valentine's episode.
Oh, annoying. All right, let me move on and think about it. Looks like we've got like a heat sink thing going on. It looks like it's kind of cut in. It doesn't look like it's extruded out. Maybe a pinch. This is just like an annoying little shape underneath here. It's one of those things. So it's like there's a lot of times they'll have put weird little details into odd places, and it's because because of the shape of the piece that they were tooling. They just had like a spot where they could do detail or not, and chose to use it. So, are we turned off? You can't see me right now?
Oh,
Yeah.
No. Don't worry about it.
hold on. Sorry. Okay, you're back up.
Well, just so this black piece is what I'm working on right now. And just because of the
Mhm.
shape of it, it had to be in the 2-part mold. It had to be molded this way, which meant if there was going to be any detail, it had to be here or here where there couldn't be any because I was facing the thing. So they opted to just throw some fucking details in, knowing full well
Really?
40 years later, Mark's going to be frustrated as shit.
That's what they were thinking. Yep.
Yeah.
Clearly.
They did it just to make you mad.
Got
Good
him.
job.
Yep.
Good job, Hasbro team.
In Fusion, it's going to be a little more difficult to do that. That's what they were thinking. 2025, 2026.
So we did get an explanation on the bears. So according to Mike Vegeta, he responded, "I wanted to purchase multiple of the Snake Eyes. The blue is a perfect Cobra Trooper, just needs a head. Head swap, also clearance at Walmart. Side effect, I have extra bears." So I think we need somebody to start making bear armor.
Ooh, that's a good
Right.
idea, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
We could go all golden compass and battle bears. Are they big enough to ride? That would be interesting.
The sub big enough to ride.
Bears versus dinosaurs.
Oh yeah. Who is it that does the who does the G.I. Joe sized dinosaurs? The Dino Riders?
They're three. Those are 3 3/4. But yeah, that's Craft and Conquer.
Craft and Conquer. Okay. Well, we may need to sick him on some bear armor too.
Oh.
Side effect, I have extra bears.
Things I never thought I'd hear today. So tell me, I am not in the know, about the dinosaur part. Tell me about that.
I don't think anyone's in the know about the dinosaur part. I don't.
Well, once upon a time, there was Dino Hunters, and we're talking like mid to late 90s.
Okay, yeah. I don't have any of that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was after my time. I never had any of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but are they coming back in classified or something, or?
So in New York, they revealed it's actually a Cobra figure that comes with like a little Velociraptor, and it's much more Jurassic World than it is Dino Hunters, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, because the Velociraptor has arms that actually stick out. He's not crossing his arms with his little tiny weird Dino Hunter arms. So
yeah, I don't know. There's definitely G.I. Joe drama about it because the original Dino Hunters, and this is my understanding of it because again it was after my time, and it wasn't. I don't recall that it made it to the comics ever.
No.
But in the toys, it was G.I. Joes, and they were hunting dinosaurs, a la Jurassic World-y.
Yeah, and now everything is super expensive because apparently it didn't sell that well, or there was 4 made of each one or something like that. And
yeah, so Dino Hunters itself was it was a single play set. It was a version of the Desert Fox, like a green and white color, and 2 figures. I think it was Low Light and Ambush.
Ambush, yeah, I know Ambush was one of them. Yeah,
and a dinosaur, and apparently, and it was a Toys R Us exclusive, so you could only buy it at Toys R Us. That added the rarity. It was pretty late in the line, and they were trying to jump on board with the Jurassic Park theme because that's when Kenner was releasing the really cool Jurassic Park dinosaurs. And what ended up happening, from the stories I've heard, Hasbro had designed, they went out and they found a dinosaur that they could use. And it was a really cool dinosaur. It was really fierce looking. It had some articulation to it, and it looked really good. And that was their plan to include a dinosaur with it. Well, when they went through safety testing, the dinosaur that they had chosen failed testing. It had too many sharp parts on it. It had too many parts that could break off. So then they had to do a rush, and they picked the dumbest, goofiest looking dinosaur that they could find quickly.
Almost a Barney one, right?
Yes, and it got thrown into the box, and it's a kind of a T-Rex looking thing, but it's like half the size of what it should be. And it doesn't have forearms that stick out. They're kind of molded into the body and up against it. It looks like he's praying. Yeah. And he's got this really stupid look on his face. So that was the dinosaur that got included with the actual Dino Hunters set. Because they really didn't care, because the whole purpose was, hey, we want people to buy this to attack their Jurassic Park dinosaurs. And then now what they just announced at Toy Fair is there's a Cobra Trooper that now comes with a Velociraptor. And it's kind of, I don't know if they actually announced that it is truly Dino Hunters, or if it's just something, if it's going to be.
I don't believe so. No.
But yeah,
I'm. This is kind of what we talked about before. I'm selecting these inner parts because I'm going to put this little fillet in here, and I'm 90% sure I'm going to regret doing this. Like, this is going to come back to bite me in the ass. Just putting that out there.
Because you're doing it too soon in the process, or
soon. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna need to make some fucking change, because of that curve. It's not gonna work.
Hey Ben, welcome to the chat.
Hey Ben.
Ooh, good question from Grail. What are the standard dimensions on a classified toy? Peg holes, pegs, bomb attachment points?
The standard?
I think that's the problem. I don't think
therein is the problem, is there's no standard.
Yeah.
Now, I would say they're probably trying to move to one. Shit. But it hasn't happened.
Yeah.
And the reason being, when they started the line, they just hired a bunch of different vendors. And by vendors, I mean sculptors. And they said, here, you're going to do Duke, you're going to do Snake Eyes, you're going to do, who else do we have? Scarlet, you're going to do Destro. And they didn't give any of them any, like, here's the height of the neck, here's the size of the ball joint, here's the size of the peg hole for them. They didn't give them any standardization. They just said, go. And so they all made these different figures with no direction. Now, Corey, I think, might have been the sculpt manager at the time, but I don't think there was a lot of faith that the line was going to do well and persist, and not a lot of time to actually get product out and spend the time they needed to make them as awesome as they could have been. So they ended up just pushing that stuff out without any standardization.
That explains it. Well, I recall being at a toy show, and these might have been like 2021 or 22, and talking to a kid, and he's like, "Man, I keep hearing about these G.I. Joe figures," and so I just kind of like broke out the Snake Eyes one and let him play with it, and just was like explaining the whole sort of like aura about it. And he was like, "This is actually," he was just fiddling around with, he's like, "This is actually the best figure I've ever held." And so I think that, even in the beginning, they just kind of hit as like really good detail and design figures.
Yeah, and not having what the hell just happened? All right, not having a standardization didn't make them bad. It just made them not have a standard.
Right. It sort of bust some things up for customizers in the beginning, basically.
Yeah, for sure. these are some weird little details.
I'm assuming these are hoses underneath.
Yeah, they didn't put a lot of effort into them.
All right, gotta go microscopic here and look at these things.
Look at those things.
Yeah.
Doesn't like that.
Okay.
I mean, these really just look like slugs.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sweat these too much.
No, I mean, I can do vehicles, but I don't really get off into doing them. When you're going up into this scale, how do you decide, how much detail you're going to sort of embellish?
What can print well?
What can print
I
well?
think about the orientation of when I'm going to print it. Oh, it doesn't like that either.
I mean, I know a lot of folks sort of prefer that it be just a replica of the original toy, but like when you're upsizing or upscaling, shouldn't it have more detail?
Yeah, I believe so. Um, yeah, this, when we get to the gun, we can talk about this some more
Okay.
because I mean you'll see like this gun is hollow from the top. It's all the way down. Like we'll do a fill. Like we'll make sure there's a hole at the end of the muzzle. There's details like that where they just it was a 2-part mold and it's really easy for us to not be constrained by that because we can do all the undercuts we want. But something like this where no one's ever gonna look at this spot. Like it's just not gonna happen. And then this one's gonna be dumb. I don't even know why I'm actually doing these. It's just a waste of time.
Don't think of it as a waste of time. Think of it as we're all learning by watching you do this.
All right. Fair enough. So what I did is I started a sketch. I selected that face, and then I used that spline tool to draw on that face. So when I do this pipe, it's already on that face where it needs to be. And then this is a hose that's got like ridges on it, and normally it's when you're doing a lot of like detailed stuff, you really want to kind of work at right angles. And this is anything but a right angle. But what we can do is grab this face. I hit E for extrude. And I'm going to create just like a disc. So I make a new body. I'm going to offset this face and make it a little bigger.
Yeah.
I'll round some edges. And then we're going to come back over here to sketches. I'll open this up. Turn on that sketch that I did, that one right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to create a pattern on a path.
I was wondering. Okay,
grab
so
this
pattern.
object.
So what that'll
grab
do
that
is
path
make
that I
little
drew.
coils. Yep.
And then I just
okay.
bring that around.
Make the little coils. Yep.
And then I'm changing this from identical to path direction. And then I'm going to 28. See that moves around here.
And we need some more.
And then we'll just look it up until I
Now,
I should have made that disc bigger. Hold on.
Yeah, what's the thickness of your disc? Because
I don't even want to try. It's so small. I'm not even
Yeah.
trying to measure it with a micrometer. It's just fucking tiny.
yeah, but the question comes down to, will it show up in a slicer?
Yeah.
Good
If
point.
if you make a part too small, then the slicer just ignores it.
Right.
I found that it usually needs to be about 0.5 millimeter thickness, or else the slicer can't see
And
it.
I just brought it up to just
Okay.
Okay.
and that's an FDM thing, not a
Yep.
resin thing.
Yep.
But very good point. Like I'm printing everything on a bamboo now, so
Yep. You're in our world. You're in my world.
I
now,
am
Mark.
absolutely converted. 100% converted.
What was that?
I am
He says 100% converted to FDM. Interesting enough, have you guys seen that Kickstarter for the printer that prints resin in color?
No.
Yeah, I keep getting advertised that thing. And
Yeah.
I can't get a good price on it or whatever. Do you have a Kickstarter price?
The Kickstarter price is like you pledge $50 to begin with, and you get the discount, and it goes down from like 10 G's to 7.
Yeah.
Deal.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for people who have like their print farms and businesses going, somebody's going to back it.
It uses a laser.
Yeah, you do.
to build instead of a UV light source, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just SLA.
It's SLA.
Yeah. It's SLA for resin, I guess, or
Yeah, I mean that technology isn't new. It's how they're
getting the color.
Yeah, how they're doing that. That's the interesting part.
Oh, it's basically the supports in it are water based somehow, and it kind of dissolves off, and yeah, you're getting color.
Listen, we're due for a different technology, right?
Yeah.
I mean, for a couple of years, they've had that type of 3D printer that's basically an inkjet that just builds everything layer by layer by layer. And then you have the water soluble supports. So then you just, you basically just bathe it when you're done. All your supports disappear and you've got a color print.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Prosumer grade hardware. Prosumer. Okay. Grell said, how's the H2S?
Yeah, so I got an H2S. It came Thursday.
Nice.
The first out of the first 10 prints, I had more flawed or failed or fucked up prints than I had successful ones. So that was disconcerting, but it was more me kind of pushing the limits of what I was slicing.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually the
Fang.
Well, it was the control stick. Can you put me up? since we're talking about it?
Yep. Actually, hold on. I don't know how to do that. Let's see. Let's do that.
Yeah, at the up here, we're gonna
there.
Okay, yeah, thank you. All right, so this stick right here, it's on a little rod so it can move. But I was printing that, and the angle I had chose to do it at was causing issues.
It was just giving fits.
Supports. Yeah. So it was just I printed that probably 6 times before I got this one. Actually, the first time I printed it, it was perfect, but I had to adjust the tolerance on the rod where it connects at the bottom.
Yeah.
And so I changed that, resliced it, printed it, and then it was like fail, and then I finally got it.
Sweet. Oh, you're making me want to do a classified.
So check this out though. Let me is that me sharing screen? Hold on. Let me grab something real quick. Hold on.
Sure. While he's grabbing. Hey, Mike, have you printed anything classified scale?
Yes, I printed Thunder
Machine. Yeah.
And the Pack Rats. I printed Mark's Pack Rats. But yeah, I tend to stay away from the classified scale just because of shelf space.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pack Rats turned out great.
So my brother had asked me if I could make him a laser rifle from Fallout. And I went online to just see what kind of files were out there, and I was not happy with anything I found. Because I'm me. Somebody called me a file snob. Pretty accurate. So I made one, and I got this off of the Bamboo Labs store because I'm trying to. I got the AMS 2 Pro came with this thing, and so I'm just, I'm enamored with everything right now. I would until like a couple months ago, I was still like always saving my slices to thumb drives and walking over to the machine. So like, I'm just in love with being able to print from the computer.
That's a game changer, dude.
It's such a big deal. It's so nice. Yeah. So I got a filament off of their store. It's supposed to be like a gunmetal. And it's like if you go there to buy their filament, there's PLA and you get basic or matte, and there's translucent, and there's TPU, and there's one called metal. And I got this stuff, and it's way too dark. But like this is the single prettiest print I've ever even fucking seen.
Dang!
It's just
wow.
Is that black or is it?
No, really it's supposed to be like a metallic, like a gunmetal. But it's too dark. So I'm actually gonna use like rub and buff and kind of make it like a pewter, and then dry brush it with like a silver or something. I'll and then weather it and shit. But it just like it's just so smooth. I'm just so happy.
That's great.
Like
pretty.
It's a gorgeous print.
Pretty. Okay.
Since the top.
GI Custom says I printed a few things in classified scale. I've done a few prints, but I don't know. I don't like having my printers just busy with those big things.
Yeah, I'm very selective on that. It's just the smaller vehicles, like the Pack Rats were awesome. The Pack Rats were perfect size. It's not, I printed all 3 of them within the course of a weekend.
Sweet.
So, and then the Thunder Machine, I had way too many dreadnoughts without anything to ride, so I had to get. I did Rowdy Toys Thunder Machine, which holy cow, amazing set of files.
So, do you found that to be a fairly easy print?
It was. His prints are set up Just very easy to print. Everything prints in the color that you want it to be. I even did some modifications to some of his files.
Right, I remember that. Yep.
Made a trunk and some other things. But yeah, no, it was an extremely easy print. He used a weird technique though. It required a lot more gluing.
Yeah.
But what he would do is for some of the panels, he created the panels and it had details on both sides, and then he split the file down the middle.
And you glued them together?
The front side and the back side, and then you have to glue it together to make the panel.
Okay, gotcha.
It looks great, but again, it is a lot of printing or a lot of gluing.
A lot of gluing. Basically, the technique is he wanted all the paneling to be as pretty as possible. Basically.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Now, in some cases, you can't even see the other side, which makes me, wonder why he did it that way. But the end result you can't argue with, so I won't argue with
it. I think, it's creating a sandwich to kind of hide the imperfections. I think that's great. It's a little extra work, but I have to imagine it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
G.I. Custom says he can't stand his printers not printing and being busy. Well, see, I get that if you're making money off of it. Like, I totally would get that. I sometimes have like different creative spurts, and I would hate that. Like if I'm printing one thing and then all of a sudden I have something else that I want to do, I'm still printing the one big thing.
And my problem, I think I was telling somebody about this, like my wife sort of encroached upon the unfinished basement of solitude at this point.
Yeah.
she's like my first bamboo, the P1.
She poached it.
It's like I can't even touch that thing now. I got something, like she had something finish, and I got it off of there and started a print. And she gave me a look.
She gave you the stink eye.
Oh yeah.
Nope, don't have that problem.
Yeah, but that I got the big boy now. She hasn't touched it yet. I don't know if she's biding her time or.
I really want to get that one, or like get one of those, mainly for the specific reason that you guys know. But I printed a pair of shoes.
Yes. Yeah.
Now I can't print anything in my size unless I get that H2.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a giant foot. So.
Check this out.
Pop yourself up on screen. So
yeah, I got.
No.
Oh, infinite windows of doom.
It's like an infinity crisis. So this is the stock for that laser rifle.
Oh,
like
what is that for?
What's that?
The stock.
It's like a rifle stock for a Fallout laser
Fallout rifle.
Like one piece, I didn't have to do any weird finagling. It just fit. So it's 320 by 340 by 340.
Yeah.
So like, I
don't know. Yeah. All right.
It's as big as my foot. I know you got a bigger foot than me, but like I bet you could angle it and make it work.
Yep. That's what I want.
Yeah, 340 by 320 by 340, and my
it's annoying because it's not a square; it's like a rectangle.
Yeah.
Oh well, what can you do? All right, so this is a weird.
I don't think. Have I ever shown those shoes on the? I don't think I did.
No,
I think you did. No.
You definitely showed us, but you haven't
Yeah.
showed them
Yeah.
on.
Not necessarily a G.I. Joe thing, but just a 3D printing thing. And I'm just like, whoa, that's sweet. But I won't do that. I digress.
Save it for the next episode. We'll and
We'll do
slap
a-
a
we'll do
GI
a
Joe
shoes
logo on it,
episode.
and you'll be good.
Now that's a thought.
Now, what material did you make those out of, Artwann?
That was a TPU 95A.
What does the 95A mean?
So it's basically how stiff the bend is, or how
It's
soft.
like, is that the durometer effectively?
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet. I didn't know they had that now. All right, cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of different TPUs out there.
I saw something on the group that said TPU, and they were printing in TPE or something.
Yeah. Actually, Ben is talking about TPE right now.
There you go, Ben.
Never used it. I actually, this is my first time hearing about it.
Yep.
So I'll look into it.
We must have saw the same post, Ben.
It says a big print space is great. My K2 is a 400 by 400 by 400, and he still maxes it out sometimes.
400. Wow.
So I have a huge printer, but I have a part that like something that I need to replace, and I just have never gotten around to it. But the printer itself is like a 2020, and so like now I'm like,
that was the one you had like a rattler inside the printer.
Yeah. But like now, I'm sort of reluctant to even get into it because of all these newer printers that are so much easier to use.
Yeah, the fact is, if it's from 2020, it's really obsolete.
Right. But this thing is huge, so that's the thing. It's like the pure volume size that I can print is crazy. So it's I should go and fix it. That's just it. I should fix it. Nico, good afternoon over there.
All right, so here's the part that I've been waiting for, the gun design. So you start out with squares.
Well, it depends on the specific item.
Yeah.
This is
All right. This is the square part. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, and in fact, this is just the worst blueprint I've ever worked from. Like hands down. Period. It's wrong in a bunch of ways. Like it's just wrong. And then
I feel like the barrel
really
part
not doing us any favors.
I feel like the barrel part of the blueprint is not correct.
Like it's really short.
Yeah, it's short and fat. It's got the midlife crisis going on.
It does. It really does.
Short and fat.
Yeah, I always thought the connection point on it was really bizarre.
Well, that was another thing I was going to kind of ask Mark. Sometimes the Joe design on how they do their clips and connections are a little wonky. Do you ever just be like, you know what, I'm changing that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Like I mean, I haven't done the only vehicle or anything I've done that I've really kind of stuck to, no kidding, just how they did it before. Actually, two things: the asp and the ferret. Everything else, like I made it to 3D print it, and some stuff, some things are close, like like the machine guns on the machine gun pack rat. Like what? Like there's nothing to change. You know. But like how the pack rats go together, like that's pretty different. Um, yeah, like it. Yeah, I changed quite a bit actually.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense to do it the way they did it most of the time.
Most of the time, and it's because of just the differences in manufacturing.
Yeah, yeah, process of manufacturing and the material. Like there's like look at the vamp gun. The vamp gun, both of those sort of pom pom guns. I've never ripped one open, but I'm 99% sure like both of the barrels are one piece with a piece of plastic that connects the two. So like when you slide it and one goes forward, when you let go, it kind of just wants to come back to normal.
Yeah.
Because it's it was molded in a certain shape, but the plastic's got enough flex that it works. There's no even I don't know that TPU would even kind of work well. You know,
Okay.
I think you'd kind of get some plastic fatigue and it would eventually just break. So like when I did a vamp gun, I did it as a mechanism that didn't rely on plastic kind of springing back into place.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So, Mark, question: are you going to try to make it a snap feature? Because PLA
snapping onto here,
snaps,
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
That is a great question. And I don't know. We might be able to get away with it. And what I would do is create a flat angle, so that it kind of slides on at like a weird angle and then rotates in and then
rotates in.
Okay. So it's held in place.
Yeah.
So this is just weird little details on the gun. It isn't like a Picatinny rail. It's just like it's just a detail they created, and it's goofy.
Holy crap! So, Mark, you were talking about that filament that had kind of like the metal sort of bit, and it just popped up on my phone. 3D printing metal filaments, filaments made with real metal powder, weighs twice as much as PLA.
Your phone is listening to you.
Your phone is listening.
No kidding.
Yep. But I'm sure they will never use that information for evil.
Right. It's a little creepy. It's a lot creepy.
Yeah.
A lot creepy.
Nico's giving you some love, Mark, for your perfect pom-pom action. Which is, again, something that I didn't think that I would say out loud today.
You question my pom-pom action, Shane?
In other languages, that is really, really something.
That could
Well,
be a
just-
perfect song for the Vampire Hunter band group.
Just to set everybody's mind at ease, my phone just notified me that it is not listening to us at this time.
All right. All right, I'm done. I'm out.
Just putting that out there, huh?
I'm out.
I'm sorry, Michael. I
Just
cannot
a
do that
reminder,
right
your
now.
phone is not listening to you at all times.
Yeah,
Wait
we're
a
not
second.
listening to. We didn't hear you say that. Nope. Best joke today. Love it.
Yeah, GI Customs has a good point. He said it's always avoided metal or carbon fiber filaments due to them being harsh on the hot heads and extruders.
Right.
Imagine that too.
Well,
I
you know,
know.
I didn't bother reading up on it. It was just the color I wanted to try.
Okay.
But yeah, I should probably, like, if it is going to be brutal, I probably won't use more than this one. Like, at the end of the day, it turned out to not be the color choice that I needed. So there's no reason to like get it again.
Yeah, you know, I bought some carbon fiber filament and I printed with it, and it was pretty brittle. I mean, the part that I was printing was kind of small. It broke. I was looking for it for a particular color, and that was the reason why. But I don't know. Carbon fiber. My first go at it wasn't very good. Maybe I'll give it another try later on. It's still over there hanging out.
You have there's the tips, the nozzles. They have to be sort of made for carbon fiber.
Yeah, the steel, right?
Yeah.
And I also heard that in the bamboo, my gears have to be the hardened steel gears or something. So, in hopes to do that, I bought another whole hot end set for it in hopes to transfer over some of that stuff. And true to my form, it's still over there. I'm looking at it over in the corner of my room. It's in the box.
In the box,
staring at
in a little tray that I haven't touched. And I haven't thought about it since I bought it until right then. Yep.
That reminds me, I bought like all these pieces to make a desktop injection mold machine. I have it all, and I'm still looking at a lot of those pieces just in their boxes.
Okay. So what would you want to injection mold out of curiosity?
Action figures, man.
Action figures, baby.
Really? You do action figures? Wow. Like anything in particular? Are you thinking, guns or body parts?
I'm thinking more so the body parts, but also I'd have to do the home makeshift version of the molds for those parts.
Okay.
And they don't last that long, right?
They don't last that long. Right. So I had once considered trying to do like my, a very particular figure and just getting the molds made by, it was like one of those labs or whatever that does the aluminum molds. I can't think of their name right now.
Okay.
But I know lab is in it, some sort of place that you can send them your designs or whatever, and they'll do the molds in the aluminum. And so I was really thinking about trying to do that and just pressing out like 100 figures or something like that. But I don't know. Overall, just seems like a lot of work.
No kidding, man. Why did we pick the Fang 2? I think I hate this.
That's a question for the group. Like, what is wrong with you people?
It's my fault too. Like I think I did this. This is my fault.
Is it too late to go back to the Crossfire?
Yeah.
Mike did the Crossfire. I thought it didn't.
I did a version of the
You
Crossfire.
did a tiny version. Yeah.
Tiny
So-
little baby version.
G.I. Custom says his machine says it can handle all the crazy stuff, but then it had hard fails on Pet G. So yeah. So you know what? I just on the Bamboo, the X1C, I printed. Actually, I've been 3D printing actually a bunch of whistles because like all my coaching staff needed whistles, and I'm like, why haven't I just thought to do this? And I
What?
used some. I
That's
used some
amazing.
Pet G. Yeah.
Oh, print whistles. Oh,
Yeah.
I could. My basketball team could have been better if all the coaches had whistles.
Had
That
their
was it.
whistles. For
I mean,
practice,
that's a new level of taking ownership of things, you know?
yeah. And so I probably printed about 12 of these things. No problem. Pretty looking. And my filament was Pet G, sort of grayish, has a little bit of a metallic sort of finish too. And no problem.
All right. On a related note, or unrelated note, or whatever, Artwann, please, please PM me the files for the whistle. I'm going to print a whistle for next year.
No problem. I'm actually gonna go.
That's pretty cool. Like you could customize it. You can have your own custom.
Yes!
Yeah, you can have your initials on it and stuff like that.
Yep, for our head coach, I'm going to print him out a thank you whistle. That's it. Done. I was wondering what to get
like if the team's got a logo, you can put the team logo on there.
Heck yeah.
All right. Hey, so earlier we were talking about like, hey, do you ever change up?
What you gonna change?
I'm gonna this part right here, and it's like it's a little thing. On this gun, there's just these little pieces that are kind of pushed in.
All right.
I gotta.
Oh, on the gun itself. So let's see. On the gun. All right. Let me see if I can match up where you're going.
I'm gonna create a relief. That God damn it.
So this is the connector part, right?
No.
What are you doing?
What do you mean the connector part? So this is just underneath. This is one of the little spots. So on just the toy, just these three little rectangles are just.
Oh, you're upside down. Oh, okay. You're okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I had to orient my part the right way. Okay,
right.
My bad.
But I'm gonna do this.
You're gonna cut them out.
Oh my gosh.
That looks so much better.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to deal with this situation, but
yeah, because they just made it flat on the top, or I guess that would be the bottom. But
yeah, and I mean, and that's it's not like there's no reason for it. It was a necessity because of the
mold.
Yeah. Nope.
Sweet.
So, let's go back. All right. Actually, I can draft it. I was worried I'd screw that up.
Man, Girl 3X is asking, was that a move face command?
Which, so I did a split body. I had these three rectangles that were sketches. I did split body 3 times, and then I selected those faces, and then I did offset face on all those faces all at the same time.
Just pushed them in, at the same time.
And then I grouped it all back together, so it's all one piece. And then I just did a draft right here just to bring that down because it had a wicked cut right there. That was
right.
But yeah, we can. We're free to kind of add a little bit more detail onto this thing. I don't think anyone's gonna be too upset. and I think there's a lot of, we remember these things fondly, but at the end of the day, unless you have the toy and you pick it up and you go searching for differences, you're not going to find any. You know, like it's going to be so close, and your memory is not going to be that good. And
mine's more about the eyesight isn't as good, and the memory is okay still.
That's a good point. But yeah, there's so much like weird little detail. Excuse me.
Right.
With all my heart, I hate this goddamn blueprint.
So Grell uses own shape and saying that they have the same
similar
functionality.
Yeah.
Functionality.
All right, Mark, not to put any pressure on you, but you got 30 minutes to make this gun pretty.
Jesus, we did not get very far today.
Yeah, but it is one of the more complicated parts.
Yeah.
Even though it's a smaller part.
Yeah.
That's
true. And it's, especially like when I'm doing jobs, whether it's, Recall or Valaverse, or, I did Monster Force stuff. I've done a bunch of things now. They say, here's what I want you to do. And the first thing I do is I'll do a quote, and I'll look at what they want. And the size of the thing is irrelevant. It's how much detail.
Much detail, yeah.
Yep.
Is there, and how good is my reference material? Like, no shit. How good is my reference material is a bigger factor than anything else.
So would you say that the more detailed and the less creative that you have to be, the better? Or is it the opposite, where if you're constrained and you have to be millimeter by millimeter or feature by feature, and you have no
wiggle room.
Yeah, no wiggle room. What would be a bigger?
I haven't been in a position like. I realize this now. I haven't been in a position where I haven't had wiggle room.
Okay.
And like, the shittier the reference material is, obviously there's wiggle room because they're expecting me to.
You have to make it up, right?
Make it up.
Yeah.
But and that leads to other problems too, though, where, if what I've gotten as an input is a, and people have heard me complain about this, if I've got like a doodle on a napkin done in crayon, like, is that freedom to come up with my own thing, or is it a trap because they've got something in their mind, and I'm going to be guessing and guessing and guessing, trying to create it?
Yeah. So you come up with one thing. Is this right? Throw it over the fence. Nope. Fix this. Add more detail here.
Let's change that. Let's change this.
Yep. Which is more time for you. More iterations. More cycles. Right.
Yeah. Exactly. So the way it typically works is, when I get a new client, what I'll say is, we'll do the thing, and you get 3 changes, and a change isn't a new thing. Like, if you change, we'll stick to guns. Like, if you want a shotgun, is what you tell me, and I do the shotgun, and then you go, actually, let's make it a revolver. Like, that's not a change. That's a new.
That's a whole new thing.
That's a new thing. So now we're charging you more. But if I do the shotgun, and it's like, well, I'll make the barrel longer, make the stock shorter, that's a change. And like, I'll do a handful of changes before it's like, okay, look, you're kind of screwing with my time here.
Yeah, fair enough.
I love I love the banter that we have here, and I'm trying hard not to go out on tangents. But let's just say for the next show, I have some things to bring up about that. Because I see parallels between my day job, which is kind of software, building software, and that kind of thing. Yeah, for sure.
Well, Shane, I pulled off a whistle right off the plate just now.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
All right, give it a shot.
And this is like I said, this is Pet G. It kind of has a little bit of that metallic shine or whatever.
It does.
Not a ton, but a little bit.
Let me see if I can make you bigger here just for a second.
I want to see.
Yep. Okay, here.
Give it a shot, Artwann. What's it sound like?
Oh, dude. Okay, it's loud. I'll turn my back when I do it.
Okay.
Right?
Should I take the headphones off?
You hear that?
Whoa! Yeah, that was a good one.
Nice.
Is it like a dog whistle? I didn't hear shit.
You didn't hear anything? All right, here we go.
Do it again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a good whistle.
And it's nice. And I was originally, if you know anything about whistles, I was a referee for a while too. And my standard is a whistle called the Fox 40. and so I was trying. I originally tried to mimic that, but it didn't work for some reason. So I don't know, something about the inside I didn't get right. But there's another one, just file that I grabbed that says it's Fox 40 or louder. So I was like, okay, let's go with that. And this thing works. I mean, love it.
Nice.
Yeah, it was probably capping out the microphone.
Yeah, that's what it was doing.
So the important thing, Artwann, is what does it taste like?
So that is a good point, actually. So your Pet G is your plastic that you can use like to make cups and
food safe
stuff. So that's why particularly I went with that. So not bad at all.
How did you orient that? Show how it came off the print.
On its side. So like
cool.
that. Like
okay,
that.
Side. All right.
Yep. So you could do on the Bamboo Lab, you could do ironing because I got like a little bit of the lines on one side, but it's super smooth. But I think if you also ironed it, it'd come out looking just fantastic.
Hey, Mark, side note here. Could you, I think you made yourself.
Okay.
Let's go back to that.
Let's have you do it, Shane. Go up to the top right where it's got the circles where we are. Hover over that, and a panel's going to come up, and you're going to see where I'm sharing screen, and it's kind of grayed out, and you click the little button, and it should bring it up.
You see that guy right there?
Yeah, let's see.
Which guy were you pointing to, Artwann? The lifeline?
No. Lifeline are up there.
Nice.
Let's see. Can I do this? It's not letting me minimize Artwann now, unfortunately.
Okay.
I guess I'll just be the star for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
What will happen?
There we go.
Okay. Thanks, bud.
Perfect.
All right. So now I see got quite some detail added to the side. It looks fantastic.
He went with the coil trick again, so you've seen that. Pretty sweet.
All right.
This whole thing is just silly. I can't believe we spent the whole time on this.
Oh, Ben just sent me a interesting link. Love it, love it. It's some new tracks that actually support the Defiant, so it can roll on, like actually roll on the wheels and not those ones that we originally got. Pretty dope.
Actually, getting some measurements because I want the tip of the gun needs to be right. Pretty close. Wow. All right.
It's definitely one of those ones where you have to have the toy in front of you.
Yeah, there's a. Oh, I fucking hate this blueprint. I hate it with all my heart. So we had the plan had been that we were going to finish this thing up next time, and there's no way. So
No?
plan on this being a 4-parter, not a 3-parter.
You know what? The championship game just went into overtime. We all get to watch cool stuff for longer.
Oh man, I know about that.
This can get like this fin or rail or heat sink, whatever it is that's on the side of the gun here. I'm going to create a copy and have it like a cross, right? Like 90 degrees to the one I created. So I've got the barrel kind of coming down the middle here. And so yeah, fusion's a little tricky sometimes when it comes to stuff like this. So I'm going to go to that body. I right click on it. I do move copy. I have to go to rotate. If I hit copy now and I go to rotate, it uncollects it. So you go to rotate, then click create copy, and then we got to select the axis, and just turn it 90. Okay, and here we go. And I probably should have rounded some stuff first. No.
So this is fun. Mark, are you ready to hate the blueprint even more?
Yeah. I'm all on board hating this blueprint. This blueprint.
Okay.
Sucks.
Cool. You'll love this. The gun is upside down in the blueprint. Looking at every other piece of artwork and pictures of the toy, the gun is flipped so that it's more straight line with the mount.
I don't know.
What?
What are you basing that on?
Yeah, I don't see it.
I'm on 3D.JOE, so I'm looking at the painted artwork, the picture on the back of the box, every picture that Carson has posted of it, the instructions. Yeah.
Stop it.
The side picture of the blueprint has the gun upside down.
No.
Let's deal with that. There we go.
Yeah, here, let me share real quick. Here. Share.
All right, I'm looking this up here.
There you go. So I've got a picture shared from the artwork from the back of the box. I think it snaps on both ways.
I see what you're saying.
It doesn't hang underneath. It hangs straight line.
No way.
Have we had this on the entire time? Have we had that on backwards?
Okay.
It looks so much better that way too.
It looks so much better the correct way.
I can tell you, I had mine built the wrong way.
Mine was the wrong way. Like I bought it. It was like when I bought it, it was on the wrong way.
Yeah.
Look. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It looks so much better that way.
Everybody's like, don't stress him out.
No, it's like
holy.
It's fine. Like I've been building the gun.
Yeah.
The way the gun looks
to rotate it, but
yeah, we just when we put it on, we put it on correctly.
All right, everybody who showed their Fang 2s all had them on upside down.
Yeah, I don't have the gun on mine. That's in a different. It's in a different baggie.
Well, but I 100% had mine on like the other way, right?
Yeah, and I didn't have it as a kid. I never had the box or the blueprint. I never had any of it.
Oh my goodness!
When I bought it, it was on the way it was on, and I assumed it was correct.
All right, now we can all say I was today years old.
I was today years old. The comments has got me dying. The Istanbul was once constant. I almost fell out my chair, guys.
All right, is there anyone on the chat that had theirs the right way? That had this?
I bet you know.
Sound off.
No, I know mine was not. And here we go. Here's the instructions.
Yeah,
showing it
right side up. Yep.
It's as if Mark didn't have another reason to hate the blueprint. They got one of the 5 pieces that gets added onto it wrong.
It's I like no kidding. I almost wish I hadn't even started with the blueprints. I wish I had just. I'd be better off if I had just taken pictures with my phone and used that as my cheat.
Yeah.
The blueprints have really just done me no service this entire build. It's hurting me. It's hurting me.
Yeah, they are pretty terrible.
Blueprints should be used for sticker placement only. Any attempts to 3D print off of these blueprints are not authorized.
Yeah.
Oh, if only.
Look, it's wrong in the AI generated image that we use.
What? How could AI possibly be wrong? Oh, speaking of the AI generated image, I did get a kick out of it.
Of this one?
Yeah, if we could. Artwann's big in the picture.
Up here. I'm fixing that.
I don't know how to.
I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it, Mark.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it.
I did have it, but it popped away.
I got it. Hold on.
Yeah, you go ahead and do it.
There.
Yeah. The part under.
What the crap is it doing?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
Asshole.
All right.
It layered it inside. But I love the anti-ferret missile. You know how the ferret missile has 2 front ends?
Yeah.
We've got a missile here in the back with
2 back ends.
2 exhaust.
Yeah. That's we call that the dog bone.
The dog bone, yeah.
and it's not a missile. It is a it's like a ECM, like counter missile. Like if both ends start shooting and it spins around and creates heat, so like a heat seeker goes to it.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
You like that? I came up with that like that.
Yep. Good point.
Mm-hmm. Why am I big in the middle now? I don't.
Well, I was hoping you'd share your screen again. Oh, there you go. Cool.
We should have gotten so much further today.
Hey, I think it's worth the price of admission with knowing that I had the gun on wrong.
No kidding. Like we've all learned something special. That like what's jacked up is though we're gonna flip this and it's not gonna fit because I used these goddamn blueprints. So I'm gonna have to make some changes. But like to Mike's point from earlier, like there isn't a whole lot of detail left to do on the main body.
Yeah.
There isn't a lot of detail, like the shapes of the wings. You know, there's not a lot of detail in them. A little bit,
just like you were saying. There's
not a lot.
There's not, you know, you can't.
Quick.
Yeah, you can't choose. You can't say that just because of the size of the part, it's going to cost more to build.
Yep.
Because there's a lot less detail on those parts, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
So they'll go quick.
Yeah, the gun is really the pain in the ass part.
And man, you build one missile and then you just copy paste.
Right, and that's what I was saying. Like we're technically only building half, right? Because everything gets mirrored over. So we only got to do one propeller, and really that's like it's a circle and it's one actual prop, and then that'll get, you know, we'll create a pattern and.
Yep.
We're almost done.
Yeah,
basically we're there.
We might be able to do it in one more episode.
No.
But we reserve the right. Mark reserves the right to carry over, to go into OT.
I think it's unlikely. I already feel rushed, which makes me make mistakes.
Yeah, and we are going to have to do some. We're going to have to figure out some technical stuff as far as how to get the engines to rotate.
Not so much you're not wrong, but it's not so
the
much
wing,
the rotate part, but it's the
thumb
stability
thing.
And they gotta be able to rotate and then not just like loosey goosey themselves in some weird position. I'm calling it. I'm gonna kind of call it for today.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're mostly there. I've got some thinking to do because the guns, it's ugly. It's really bad right now. Just trying to follow the blueprints without taking lots of measurements. Kind of done us a bit of a disservice. So there's going to be correcting that needs to happen. How the hell did we turn this damn image off?
Well, even the Techno Viper there has put the gun on incorrectly as well. So if Techno Viper does it, I don't feel so bad.
And that AI Techno Viper is looking better and better every iteration.
Dude, he's spot on.
I'm kind of proud of this one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hold on, we got some stuff here. In the 80s, Kirk had gone to Hasbro toy meeting in the Rolling Thunder. When the president didn't like the word missiles, Kirk said that they were rockets, and the toy got approved. Oh. Nice.
The world is crazy.
I buy that, but that's really dumb. I 100%
Semantics.
believe that story, but that's stupid. He should have called them MIRVs. The multiple reentry vehicles,
There you go. All right. Well,
which are terrifying if you've ever seen those things. What's that about?
Michael left. Get him back in.
There we go.
What's happening over there?
I don't know. Lost connection somehow.
It happens.
It booted me.
I don't like it.
All right. Well, you want to wrap it up for the day
Oh,
then?
that was-
We're right at
that was
2 hours
brutal.
here.
What's going on? Are we on for next week, or is there? I remember there was supposed to be a week that we weren't.
Well, there's me going to ZoloCon, but that's not until the following week,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
Okay, so we might pick up the build week,
In 2 weeks.
not in 2 weeks, but in
Like
3 weeks
yeah.
then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the 8th of March.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, that'll give you plenty of time to figure out the gun fiasco and
Yeah, and I really don't want to I don't want to work on it offline because I'll get carried away.
you can think we'll allow you thinking about it though.
Yeah. It's rough. If I start thinking about it, I'll get sketchy. I'll want that's hard. I gotta deliberately occupy my mind with it. I got
Other
plenty of stuff
stuff.
to do. So that's not
Yeah.
yeah.
What is it called when you mix the ingredients on the cooking show and then you take one out of the oven or whatever, and have one already pre-made?
Yeah.
You can do it like that.
I don't know that there's a term for that, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I love that.
The-
So during COVID, like I sort of produced a bit of a YouTube cooking show with a friend of mine.
Oh, really?
He did all kinds of cool tricks. It was fun.
To me, that's called staged.
Yeah.
Staging, sure.
Staging. What do we got on the pipeline for next week? We'll be just talking about some stuff.
I think we reach out to some of the folks in the group, and we kind of started to do this, and we see if we can get some guests on to show off their projects.
Yeah, I think we want to do a show and tell. So
Yeah.
again, if anybody listening out there would like to join our show and tell, please reach out to any one of us really on the 3D printing channel or whatever, and we'll get you on. We'd love to promote you, hear about your story of why you picked it, what you're doing, just anything that you might want to tell about it, and we'll go from there. We'll see if we can build a whole show around some of these little segments, and of course we'll do our normal banter and talk about the stuff that we couldn't get to today.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about the New York Toy Show reveals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot to talk about with that, and hey, a lot to talk about the wonderful Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collab.
Dude, now I want it.
Are showing up
I
from that.
saw that latest picture that came out with the All Striker, and I gotta have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we talked about this. What was it, like a month ago?
We
Yeah.
did, and that's when it was. People didn't know if it was real or not. It was
Yep.
kind of half AI generated.
Yeah,
images.
I really didn't want it when we first started. By the time we were done talking about it, I wanted it.
I know. It's right now. It's the. I think people are going through the 7 stages of grief, and every Joe fan is going to end up on acceptance, which means I'm going to buy at least one of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think with every Joe fan out there, at least one of them is going to hit some kind of weird nostalgia itch of, wow, Shredder and Cobra Commander together.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
some weird.
I think it's like Leonardo and Dial Tone or whatever, and he has the beret
Leonardo's
on
got
or
the
whatever.
katana, so I think he's
Snake Eyes. Donatello is Dial Tone. which I
Donatello is Dial Tone. Okay,
guess
yeah.
was the
And
most
then
visual tech guy they could come up
Michelangelo
with.
is Shipwreck, I think, and then Raphael is
Roadblock?
yeah.
Might be Roadblock.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm just digging the All Striker that they're hanging out on. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and April is Scarlet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Uh,
Yeah. So weird, but
I saw, I want to say it was at Target, and I saw He-Man Transformer crossover figures. Those were just stupid.
Really?
yeah.
It was like Glow Starscream and a Prime He-Man, and I don't care.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I don't have I have Masters of the Universe toys, and I have Transformers, and I like them. Neither one of them are as big to me as G.I. Joe, but you know what? I have almost no turtle stuff. Like I'm not a turtles guy.
I do not have any turtles.
But-
0 turtles.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This turtle thing is kind of working for me.
Yeah. So speaking of He-Man, did you pick up the Hellfire Man, Mark?
No,
I know you've worn the Hellfire Club T-shirt.
no.
They did a Stranger Things crossover where they created a Hellfire Man.
Oh, okay.
Masters
Yeah,
of the
and
Universe
they
figure.
do like the upside down packaging.
I
They've
think
done a
it was-
bunch of stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I know it was Hellfire Man and Hordak, but it was actually neat. They extrapolated that picture from the Hellfire Club and basically said, "What if it was an action figure?"
I have not seen that. That actually
Yeah.
sounds interesting.
Actually, kind of cool. It's a neat little crossover.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Well, until next week.
Hold
Are we?
on. Let me think.
Oh.
Let me plug a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
So for my personal, I don't know what you call it, Mark II design stuff, I'm going to start doing like a live stream on Monday evenings at
Ooh.
6:30 my time.
Oh.
It might just be half an hour or so, but it's going to be. I had done like a stream a few weeks ago, and I called it my State of the Patreon, and it kind of went well, and I enjoyed it. So I'm going to kind of dabble with that, and it helps. Honestly, I need to feed some algorithms some content, and so it's an effort to do that. You know,
Okay.
so we'll see how it goes. But
All right.
you know,
I'll support you.
I don't know that I'm going to be doing much design stuff. Maybe that'll come up, but you know, I'll come up with something interesting.
I love it.
Cool.
Well, I'll be printing some whistles this week.
That's so cool. My wife's she's making custom kitchen drawer organization stuff, and that's what she's locking down my printers with right now.
Okay.
Like all the forks have like a real specific shape, and this like everything's gonna be meticulously organized and form fitted into like maximum usage of the drawers.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. I need that for my toolbox outside.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of filming. Going hard.
A lot of film.
It's a lot of filming. All right, guys. Thanks again. Yo, Joe. We'll catch you.
Yo, Joe.
Catch you next Sunday.
Here's the right side up cannons on the Fang 2. Woohoo!
Yep.
Bye, y'all.